Ibis Icon. As I'm sure you've heard, Elon Musk's Neuralink has just recently been FDA approved for human trials, and Musk believes these trials could start as early as the next 6 months. While many people are understandably excited about this, there is what we could call a growing concern among the general public that chips for our brains is crossing some sort of line. And I honestly can't blame them for feeling this way. It was my knee-jerk reaction as well. But when you actually look at it and realize the potential something like this has for curing injury and disease, it starts to seem less like a bad sci-fi movie and more like a necessary step in medicine. So I'll start off by talking about some of the good things, and then I'll address my concerns at the end. According to a tweet from Elon Musk, first Neuralink product will enable someone with paralysis to use a smartphone with their mind faster than someone using their thumbs. Now I can only imagine the sense of independence this would give someone who has been locked inside their own body for years. Regaining the ability to effectively communicate with friends and family would be mind-blowingly liberating, and if Neuralink did nothing else besides this, it would still be a net positive for hundreds of thousands, maybe even millions of people. Now, I don't know if you've seen the video that went viral last month, but it was a story of Hertian Ozcam, a man from Switzerland that was tragically paralysed after a cycling accident 12 years ago. Ozcam, still determined to recover after all these years, found himself participating in an experimental operation with the potential to lead to a cure. This procedure connected his brain and spine together using Bluetooth and was a remarkable success. Ozcam was finally able to walk again. Now, this wasn't actually achieved with Neuralink, but similar brain implants were used, and is certainly proof that continued funding of this technology has real-world positive implications for these patients. Musk aims for Neuralink to be used in similar ways, and will be less invasive to install and more elegant to use than the current tech available. But of course, Neuralink isn't just going to benefit people with paralysis. It could also be used to predict and prevent seizures in patients with epilepsy. Neuralink can potentially act as a more advanced neurostimulator, which are devices that contain electrodes for recording the brain's electrical activity, which means using algorithms that already exist today, Neuralink can warn patients before a seizure starts, and with the right advancements it may even be able to stop them from happening by firing counterpulses to the opposite hemisphere of the brain. And bear with me while I speculate a little, because there has been talk of it one day being able to record memories, which has been getting a lot of backlash online for obvious reasons including privacy concerns. But just imagine what this would mean for dementia patients. If the tech does advance to this point, it opens up a whole new door for treating one of the worst diseases known to man. And I don't know about you, but if myself or a loved one was slowly slipping away as their memories turned to mush, privacy concerns would seem like a non-issue given the chance of a cure. So then the question is, what are the concerns? Well, I don't think Neuralink will remain merely a medical tool forever. There will almost certainly be a time where this becomes available commercially, which opens the door to a horror show of dystopian realities like ads about Lightspeed briefs being played directly into our dreams.
Lightspeed briefs. Style and comfort for the discriminating crotch.
Oh, what a weird dream.
Or it no longer being our search history we have to be worried about, but our thought history. This one might seem a long way off, or even me just being a little bit paranoid, but the potential for reading thoughts means it could be used as evidence by the police, and I know in most countries this would never be allowed, but there are many places run by dictators where thinking the wrong thing would definitely be considered a crime, and they wouldn't have any issue abusing this technology. So no doubt the ethics of Neuralink are a hot topic, and as we plunge headfirst into this new frontier, we are going to need some rock-solid regulations to keep this technology in check and ensure its use for the greater good.